Greetings from the void. My name is Alpha, and welcome to the Dark Queen of Mortholme. Or Mortholme. I don't know how to say that. So, turns out I got some homework to do. I woke up today, and I wanted to do some editing, but I got a DM from my good friend Claire, who told me that I should play this game. It was on Itch.io. I don't know how long it is. I think I have an idea of what the premise is. I think it's like some sort of reverse Dark Souls boss fight of some sort. And yeah, we're just gonna go into this blind because I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Oh, look, it's a Undertale Judgment Hall.
The Queen, an intruder has reached the castle. He's headed for you, your Indorital Majesty, the Royal Guard, or Satan. That creature, it's relentless.
I will deal with it myself.
Forgive us, O Empress Everlasting.
Damn, he just, like, dissolved the dust like an act. Oh, hi. Your reign of terror ends today. My reign is eternal. A weakling like you cannot dream to overthrow me. And yet, that's what I'm here to do. Ha! You are here to be crushed under my heel. That's the attack range. Well, that was easy. Oh. What if I just don't do anything? What if I just sit here? Like, I basically won. What if I just leave? I think I know what happened. You know, I have enough foresight to know what happens if I press space here. What if I, like, there's no way the game just ends here. So what if I just leave it right here? And basically say, I won. Big end screen. Roll credits. Like, that's just my permanent trophy. Why don't I just nail this above the archway door right there, you know? Taxidermy it. This guy's clearly going to, like, respawn at, like, a Dark Souls bonfire if I do something. Oh, that was neat. Wait. Your reign of terror ends today. Oh, gee. Who could have saw this coming? Another challenger? Flattering. Another challenger in a single night? Flattering. It's just me. Did you think I wouldn't try again? Those burnt to ash usually do not, no. No matter, your second chance will end the same. We shall see. Yes, we shall read the truth from your shattered bones. Oh, damn. You jumped that time. You have like a Hollow Knight jump. There we go. Can I decorate this room with blood? Your reign of terror ends today. What was that cowardly footwork? I saw what you were about to do. It was silly of me to stay still the first time. Ha! Pure chance. Try dodging one of these. Okay. Alright, not a pushover. Yeah, this one. Lost faith in your entrance line, did you? Might as well skip it. This could take a while after all. Oh, I can grind you to paste swiftly enough. One lucky sidestep does not change that. Not just the one, no. Oh. Okay. You kind of just walked into my zoning attack. A whole arsenal of moves. I'll have to figure them out one by one. You know, okay, this game's already starting off strong for me. Alright. I don't talk about this a lot because I don't like to brag like all that much. I brag only for the bit, only when it's really funny. But like, so this is gonna go into the speedrunning thing, isn't it? So there was another reason that I took up the Pro Sword speedrunning competition, right? And because I didn't have to speed, like, it wasn't because of like the limited competition. It was more of like I didn't have to speedrun the whole game because there was like a whole like Frankenstein mesh of levels in that demo as well. But no, it was just speedrunning one boss, killing it as fast as humanly possible. And well, for those who have stuck around since, you know, the beginning of the channel, the dawn of the channel, for like about the past 8 years or so of AlphaForceMC content, you would know that I have done a lot of boss fights. One of them in particular drove me so insane that I made a habit out of nitpicking every single boss fight I partook in, analyzing it to the bitter, like, most minute details. Alright? And I've come to learn, and considering, like, I've done this for a while now, I've come to learn the essence of what a perfect boss fight should be. And whoever designed this game clearly gets it. I mean, actually, no, hold on. I'm gonna let the I'm gonna continue that rant in a bit. I'm just gonna read this. Figure them out one by one. I am not here to be figured out. My spells and my steel rule this world. They have, so far. Gutsy words from those whose guts decorate my floor. You should respect your betters. Oh, I have plenty of respect for you and your might. I wouldn't be here otherwise. See, whoever designed this gets it. It's that quote right. This quote is literally me. I wouldn't be playing this game if I didn't know that there's gonna be a boss fight this fun to, like, clash swords with. I rise up to the challenge because the essence of a good boss fight is it's hard, it's difficult, it's challenging. Yes, those are all good elements, but it's beatable, it's fair, and there is like a learning curve to mount over to overcome the obstacle. Your progress in the game isn't halted like completely by one boss. You can have an aggressively like stupid hard super boss, that's completely fine, but I think the most important balance is it doesn't completely halt the player's progress. And that's what I like about most boss fights. Some things that I've dealt with kind of like ignore that little instance, and like it's sort of like a sin in like gameplay from my perspective of things. I won't address which games those are, but like it's just something that I've come to notice. For instance, this game is a perfect example of the philosophy of that I follow when playing like Souls-like games or Metroidvanias and such like that. Any games with any form of like combat mechanic. if you keep throwing your corpse at the boss, eventually the boss will tire out, and then victory will basically be yours. That is talking from a meta standpoint, but in actuality, what's actually happening within the inner recesses of the player's mind is you're watching the boss fight. You're basically clashing swords with the boss fight, dying over and over and over and over and over again. In Undertale, for example, they take that to a literal sense if you're doing the genocide route, right? When you're fighting against like a Sans Undertale or Undyne, right? It takes that to a literal sense, because you just keep respawning. You have infinite amount of tries against this thing, and every time you come back stronger, because you know more about the boss. You understand it more. You understand the attack patterns, how much range the attacks have, and so much and so forth. And you develop strategies to overcome each and every obstacle, and it just turns into data gathering in a sense. The more you learn about the boss fight through repeated failures, the better chances you have of overcoming the obstacle. Trial and error is a cruel but effective teacher for the human mind. God, this whole video has just turned into a boss fight lecture. Oh my god. Sorry about that. I'm sure you guys want to see me finish this game, but let me rant about this, because I never get to geek out about this, and this is the perfect opportunity for me to geek out about this. All right. So one thing that I've always wanted to talk about is you don't even need to be physically fighting the boss to be gathering this level of data, right? For example, alright, out of all these boss fights that I've endured through on the channel, right, there's one particular example that most people would overlook, and that was Dark Souls 3 Episode 1, right? You know how on the first official boss in that game, Delta was expecting me to suffer over and over and over again, and yet I beat it on my first try, despite never touching the game ever in my life? Well, here I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, right? A little secret from me. You see, I haven't said completely everything. I haven't told Delta completely everything about what happened during that boss fight, right? And he witnessed it firsthand, live, right? So there's a reason why I beat that boss on my first try, and it's not because I'm just well, obviously I'm actually really good at video games. That's without a doubt. All right. Anyone else who doubts that, I can clearly prove them wrong from everything else I've done so far. But what I haven't told Delta is I've seen this boss fight before. I've already gathered the data I need to beat it. Because what Delta didn't know about me going to Dark Souls 3, right, is I've seen Indux Gundir's boss fight before. Despite never having played or installed Dark Souls 3 onto my account. How did I do this? Well, I have a friend that only a select few of people watching this channel may know. Her name was Artsy Demon, or Lucky, on the FruityCraft server. She was the FruityCraft artist, right? She made the thumbnail art for FruityCraft, and she made one of the oldest fan arts in AlphaForceMC of my OC ever, right? She was the first. And she kind of spurned my start into this adventure on the internet, right? Well, I had the pleasure of watching my friend Lucky play Dark Souls 3, and I watched her struggle over and over and over again on the first boss. But instead of just simply watching her struggle and then pointing and laughing like, oh man, you're really having a hard time, right? I spent all that time focusing, watching for openings, figuring out like how the length of those attacks, because I was genuinely interested in what she was doing. Because I wanted to, like, in case I ever decided to play Dark Souls 3, which, self-fulfilling prophecy right there, I suppose. Alright, sorry, I got distracted. I was listening for background noise. I didn't want that in the recording. This is kind of a spur of the moment homework assignment for me. But basically, I was watching Lucky fight Indux Gundyr over and over again, and instead of, like, watching her suffer for entertainment purposes, I started analyzing the boss fight in case there was ever a moment where I get to play Dark Souls 3 myself, which, yeah, self-fulfilling prophecy. But there was also an additional reason. I wanted to somewhat help Lucky, like, overcome this obstacle by giving my own insights on the boss fight. I don't know if my insights ever helped her or not, though. But she did eventually beat Indux Gundyr, and, you know, honestly, good for her. Whether I was of help or not, it doesn't really much matter anymore. But that's just the thing, right? I've done the data gathering just from simply observing alone. And this is something that I do because I'm genuinely interested in the minor intricacies of these boss fights that I witness in gaming, right? And what started this obsession? Well, to be honest, suffering through one of the most dramatic boss fights I've ever fought on the channel, Balos from Cave Story. I hate Balos with a burning passion. It's one of the boss fights that I will never, ever go back to do for as long as I live. That is a secret to how I beat Indux Gundyr on my first try, because I've already got the data I need from observing other people. Well, actually, not just other people, pretty much just Lucky. I've got all the data I need from watching someone else suffer through it over and over and over again. This won't help everyone all the time, but it will help with, like, it's kind of situational, I suppose. But yeah, it's sort of the concept of trial and error that is the player experience, and I feel like a nature of a boss fight that's challenging but not like a complete wall is the essence of what a perfect boss fight is. It's really simple, and it's not like it's not too hard to get wrong. It's just when people get too prideful of a boss fight, I feel is when things get, well, a little, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but you get the point. I like that's it's what kills, like, the fun or the replayability for me on certain games. That's why I only replay certain Souls-like games on my own time, because if there was one particular boss that I just did not like all that much, then I just simply won't replay the game. Precisely why I've replayed Lies of P over and over and over again, or Momodora, Revere in the Moonlight and Moonlit very well, because I liked how they did their game. Anyway, I've yapped for too long. Let's continue this game. Oh, I have plenty of respect for you and your might. I wouldn't be here otherwise. Oh, I just regenerate all that health? Okay. Hey, he was actually doing pretty good there. Try again. Oh. I can do this. Oh boy. How come you kept going after my first strike? What can I say? You've taught me how to take a hit or two. If you are this determined to stick around, I will gladly teach you how to stay down. That, I'm afraid, might be a skill beyond me. As you wish, your suffering shall be twofold. He's got a Momodora bow. Oh, okay, you have iframes, okay. You definitely, honestly, you've got this. I believe in you, good sir. I do not seem to have, like, I have very slow attacks, as I'd expect from a Dark Souls boss. I'm not trying to win, I'm trying to give the player the best experience possible. I'm challenging but not unfair. What do you think of the short bow? I picked it up from my chest in the gatehouse. The gatehouse? What are you talking about? The one in the southern keep. You don't know what's in your own castle? If it is beneath my throne, then it is beneath me. My underlings take care of trivialities. You never leave this tower? Why would I? You know, that's a bit of a sad question. No, it is you who is sad. You claim to be free to go anywhere in the world, yet this is where you return, to death and failure. Because it's fun! Yeah, okay, so you jump every time I do that. What if I just... Oh, nice! You have a dodge roll. Damn, you're doing great. Oh. Honestly, my 3 seems to be the strongest ability. It's not really learned how to dodge that. Let's go. Another round, another chance at new tactics. Another dose of death and failure. What is so dear to you about defeat? The chance to find out what can knock me down. So you postpone your next loss a moment further. Congratulations. Could you not achieve the same by turning around and leaving? Save yourself the pain? That's not what I'm here to save. Seriously, it's literally that skill that, like, my mace swing is very unreliable. But hey, at least it's programmed every time I press 2, he jumps. Good spar. I really need to memorize the timing of that spell circle. Yeah. I figured out exactly what he was, like, struggling in. I could dodge your attacks if it was fun for me, with ease. But of course, I will not stoop to the level of mortals. I am the Dark Queen of Mortholme. I have no need to run myself dragged, dig into dusty old junk, or show weakness to my enemy. For now. Mouth off all you like. You only pretend to enjoy this, because without it, you are nothing. A fool who died to my first strike. That is the truth of you. Truth of me is that I'll be better every time. True. Better than the most powerful being in this world. You have the wildest imagination. It helps me keep going. Player? Player? How quiet? Sorry about the wait. I knew you'd show up. Always. Entire armies have done less to disturb the silence of my domain. You didn't miss me then. The bonfire of your corpse does bring warmth to these halls. Heh, I'd missed this too. Do you not think sentimentality will make me go easy on you? Good. What a lowly end to our dance it would be, were we not to give it our all. You have a way to go before I would give you my all. Ah. Oh, you got it. You got it. You got this. Yeah, you almost got it. Oh, that was so gentle. This thing's pretty sweet, don't you think? A blessed sword, I take it. How'd you get a hold of such a thing? It was hidden in a waterfall guarded by a Colossus Revenant. A real hassle, that was. Of course you'd find that irresistible. Honestly, it was thanks to the practice I've had with you that I managed to finally claim it. How very kind of you to credit me while off on your adventure. Whimsical little adventure. Oh, while off on your whimsical little adventure. Why don't you do the same? Go see what's out there. What you might gain. You ask a lot of questions. Surely you're curious enough to do so. A ludicrous suggestion. How could I? Where could I possibly go? This is my realm. One can climb no higher. Huh. You really cannot leave? You're stuck in this room forever? I rule here. Forever. As the Empress Everlasting. As a thing that cannot move on. If you were to fall, would that be the end of it? You couldn't return. Not as an undying queen. I would refuse to fall. My might ensures my victory. It has since the very beginning. If might is all we're measuring, is all that matters in this world, my world. That's what you must prove? Oh, come on, that should hit. What, you... Okay, well, you kind of flubbed that one. Sorry, buddy. Better luck next time. And again. This game was rigged from the start. Why do you insist on destroying my legacy? You shouldn't have picked a better legacy than you should have picked a better legacy than eternal reign. Okay. That was a flub on my part. Gotcha. Finally baited you into that mace swing. Now I have a strat to beat you now. Still not quite there. People do not change as much as you think. All have limits beyond which they cannot grow, even you. Does that thought make you feel safer? It should scare you. If I am right, you are trapping yourself to die at my hands forever. You're trying to talk me into quitting, aren't you? Perhaps it would be a mercy to be relieved of the burden of trying. Thanks, but no. Alright, let's close the distance. Why didn't you just stood there? Did your controller disconnect? Just a moment. I need to catch my breath. The thought of quitting has occurred to me. I keep thinking I got you figured out. I'd hope this new sword might do the trick. Yet you stand strong, loop after loop. It's an uphill battle the whole time. Then why return? Why do you think? Because you like it here? Your soul's drawn to something only I can provide. True, it's been fun, this dance of ours. You truly are as unforgiving as they say. And you as relentless as was claimed. Quite the pair. The immovable object and the unstoppable force. A tale as old as time. At such a meeting, I fear the force is destined to tear itself apart. I feared the object would crack open. We shall put it to the test, you and I. Yep, you got this. Oh, come on. You almost got it. You almost got it. No. No, that's enough. Enough! I will not let you undo what I am. You wish to see my true face. Immutable. Untouchable. Ooh. Die. Oh! I was hoping to get like a new pattern. I knew I had a phase 2. Oh. That was so loving. That felt warm. I think I might actually like this game. Actually, I'm actually crying. That was beautiful. Oh my god, Ooh, that was brutal. Brutal's all I am. You should have believed me from the start. You mocked me, pity me, claimed that I merely refused to grow beyond limits you know nothing of. But now that you have pushed me to those limits, you can see what I truly am. The most merciless face of the immutable truth. Unchanging, unjust, unkillable. Your valiant fight brings you only meaningless suffering. Against the might of the status quo, your efforts do not matter. This is the full extent of my power. This is where your quest ends. Soon, I think, our dance will reach its end soon. You've shown me the true extent of your power. Thank you. I'm honored to be deemed a worthy opponent. Was that your goal all along? To see me at my worst? You unrelenting masochist. I'll take that too as a compliment. I don't really think this counts as masochism. I think this counts as like trying to get the adrenaline rush. Oh, almost got it. Oh, you got this. You already saw what happens when you push me too far. There is no hope for you. There's always hope, as long as I keep trying. That's what I've learned out there in the world. In here with you. Stop talking down to me. Die! You're the one with no hope. You think you don't need it? Think again. No! I am! I am undying. Well, okay, well now I know what one attack is. How many endings does this game have? Cause I'm noticing something charming about what I'm doing here. Well, that warrants another hoof. What a fearsome form you have had up your sleeve. How come you kept it hidden till now? It is hideous. It is suffocating. It is unsuitable for holding an audience. The clumsy thing you started as would never have stayed in such suffocating darkness. You wish for me to stay. You are a curious little creature, utterly unlike me. It has made me to realize the mistake I made in letting you in. What good does it do me to watch you? My world will not change, and you are back to where you started, an utter failure. You're right. All that effort and I'm back at the beginning. But do you remember what happens next? Come, feed me with failure. Show me your moves one by one. I'll figure them out. I just spam the same attack over and over again, and then you get no data. So the swipes go right, left, down. Got it. Does it even matter what I say? Every conversation leads us back to our duel. Your words have made it clear you mean to stand against me. Are you willing to step down, then convince me of your change of heart? These words are all my heart has to offer. There's nothing else. You are the only one here given the opportunity to change. Oh, I got you there. Oh, I got an idea. I've learned a new technique. Oops. That's my bad. What happened? You should know that part by now. I got distracted, it's fine. I'll focus harder this time. What is the point in climbing up when another mistake could bring you down at any moment? I may not want to forever crawl at your feet, but I have no need to linger on your throne either. You haven't made it seem all that appealing. Well, true. Alright, let's close the distance. Oh! Okay, I know the whole moveset now. It's a shame. Like this is almost becoming over. I almost don't want him to win. I like these talks. May I ask you something? You have earned one question, and an honest answer, perhaps. What is it you fear? You insolent. Our time grows short. What do you fear? Being left behind, surpassed, discarded. You will be if you never move on. I have no intention of getting stuck here. There's nowhere in this world for me to move on to. I'm sorry. For what it's worth. Now you must grant me a question in return. What am I to you? A mere challenge? A plaything? Not a mere challenge, the ultimate one. The darkness I must breach. My immovable object, doomed to never budge, always here for me to return to. Whatever you see your role as, you've pursued it as I have mine. For that I think of us as equals. Understood. I like that! No, you were so close. The hero here is expertly programmed to respond to my button inputs. I like it. There's no more point in playing pretend. I am going to die, yes. We all do, sooner or later. No shame in that. You must be pleased. I'm curious. It's now you who stands in the face of the inevitable. What will you do? I will give it my all. You should not see me go down without a fight, but with my head held high. Only the strongest version of you may have the privilege of defeating me. Heh, you truly never change. Would you show me how to do it? How to rise from the ashes? You've seen me. I don't know what else to tell you. Come at me then. Burn for me one more time. One more time. This is the final battle. Got you once. begins today. Yes, you are right. All that exists is meant to end. Now, to move on. As you do so, I expect you to make me proud. My defeat marks you with my approval. I will. Rest easy now. Your approval will linger on with me. Genius game. Genius game. I'm actually kind of glad I yapped for a rant about everything that I do here, you know, on the channel. Well, I guess boss fights aren't everything on this channel. I am a variety content creator, but like, it is a good percentage of what I do best on the channel. That was beautiful. I kind of want to do more research on the game, see how many endings it has, but I feel like that's where I'm going to conclude this video. If you want to play this game yourself, I will include a link in the description on itch.io. It's free to play, or you can just name your price. I would suggest supporting this creator because they get it. They get it. They get the Alpha Force philosophy of try and try again, like throwing your corpse at a boss and learning. I wonder if that one last dance was actually beatable for the boss. I guess that's the for the Dark Queen of Mortholme. I wonder if I could actually beat that. To be fair, it is a computer played like hero, so like he will respond to me pressing certain button inputs to like expertly dodge my attacks, like the dash attack in phase 1. He's programmed to jump every time I press the 2 button on my keyboard. So here's that. Also, like he sidesteps the 1, and for number 3, well, that's the attack I spam the most. So I'll let you guys figure that out. Like he's expertly programmed to figure out. He reads, like, the player or the hero character reads your button inputs and then responds accordingly. As with in comparison to a real person, they just have to they have to read your attacks. They have to telegraph them. And it's, you know, there's the human error factor of this. So I don't know. That leaves me the question if the hero is beatable in that last instance. Because in my mind, I feel like every error the hero made was intentional. It was programmed in just to keep the narrative going. But I don't know. I'll leave that for you recruits to figure out. Anyway, we're going to conclude this here. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like and enjoyed. Subscribe to become part of the AlphaForce today. And I will be getting videos out there, like daily uploads. I know it's slow right now, recruits. But if you really want to see me, I stream over on Content Clinic TV over on Twitch. I stream every Sunday, so you know you can go check me out there. At least in the meantime, while I'm in this era of YouTube where I'm editing videos constantly. I'm almost done with the editing, I believe, and once I get it finished, then, well, everything's going to be kicked off right off the bat. Like we're going to kick off with more Kingdom Hearts, more Black Myth Wukong, so on and so forth. We are going to get stuff done, and I can confirm this. I will be getting stuff done. I just have a few more videos, and I've been making good progress. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So I'll see you in whatever I do next. Farewell, everyone, and goodbye.